This fish is completely blind, yet it lives in a tank full of killers. So how is this fish still alive? This is a fascinating case in cichlid behavior. This fish, who we've affectionately named Pac-Man, is completely blind, yet he lives in one of the most aggressive tanks in all of my fish room. These peacocks and haps that he's living with are stone cold killers, and they will take just about any opportunity in order to seek out the weak, the sick, the tired, and eliminate any potential threat or competition completely. So in order to survive in this tank, you need to be tough, strong, and maybe even a little bit lucky. So how is it then that this fish has been surviving in this tank for at least 6 months now, if not longer? Basically, it all boils down to understanding cichlid behavior. As you can see, this is definitely my easiest fish to film. Easier than any Oscar, easier than any other fish in my fish room. The pupils in both of his eyes are completely whited out, so he neither sees nor reacts unless he hears a sound or until he feels the touch of one of his tank mates. His condition is highly unlikely to have been caused by an injury, since an injury would be far less likely to affect both eyes. Not that it's entirely impossible, but my Malawi eye biter isn't even in this tank. And right now, he's not large enough to cause this kind of damage anyways. The more likely cause is probably a genetic defect that, although recessive, has expressed itself due to inbreeding after years and years of captivity. I don't know how many F0 wild-caught fish from Lake Malawi are currently in the hobby, but I'm guessing not many. Originally, I had trouble identifying this fish. I was not sure what exactly he was, so I asked for some help here on YouTube. It's only fitting that "not sure" helped me positively ID him, so thank you for that. It was determined that he was in fact a fish that I had received in a guaranteed all-male hap package. This guy is a Lake Malawi hap, and more specifically, an eastern hap. He's not displaying any of his usual colors because he has no reason to. He's not being aggressive, and he's not vying for any female's attention. I honestly wonder if he even has any idea how he's expressing his coloration. So I don't know if this dark coloration is some way to communicate to the other fish in the tank to just leave me alone, or what it actually means. So if you know, or you think you know, please share, because I would love to know why he's this color. And I honestly think that the only reason he's alive today boils down to one thing: cichlid behavior. And what I mean by that is I never observe any of the other fish flashing at him, displaying at him, or even offer a glimpse of cichlid aggression towards him, because he is not a threat. The other fish in the tank perceive him as not a threat, so they just ignore him in the same manner that they do with my plecos or my catfish in this tank. So basically, why go through all the trouble of harming or killing a fish that isn't a threat when there are so many other fish in here who are? So in ways, it's very similar to when you add a much smaller juvenile fish to an established tank like this. So despite the fact that it could easily be killed, the other fish often just ignore it because it poses no threat and they see it as no competition. I genuinely hate feeding flakes to my fish. They're dirty, messy, and nothing will fall up your water faster than flakes, especially in a tank like this. And most of the fish in this tank prefer pellets or other kinds of foods. Yet I feed these guys flakes every single day, twice a day. And this is the only way that I can ensure that Pac-Man gets enough to eat. After all, look at these big brawlers that he's competing with. Feeding all these flakes makes it nearly impossible for me not to have to do weekly water changes. Now I still feed pellets too, and I try to drop them right on his head, and he just chomps away like Pac-Man, trying to get enough to eat. I definitely have a soft spot in my heart for Pac-Man. He's not skinny, he's not struggling, he's eating well, and as long as the other fish continue to leave him alone, he will continue to live the rest of his life out in this tank. I don't mind all the extra work, and just like many of you, I would do just about anything for my fish. I just wanted to share with you this fascinating and however unusual, explainable cichlid behavior. So if you have ever experienced anything like this before, or if you have any suggestions for me, please share, because I'm all ears here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.